What's going on, y'all? So in today's video, I'm gonna be using this Ho-Oh team, and I do want to acknowledge that the Ho-Oh and the Lugia teams are not perfect. When I built them, I knew they were not like the best teams on the market, and that's not to say that they can't like do things, but like in certain matchups, they are gonna definitely have a difficult time, and you're gonna have to play a lot harder to win those matchups. Maybe there are some matchups that are just almost impossible. I don't know, but I think that teams can definitely do things, and I'm excited to use this team. We're gonna see what we can do, and I am gonna use it today and tomorrow because tomorrow is July 4th. And we gotta use the Firebird, so, we could try to build like a Ho-Oh Groudon team. I did think about that, but, yeah, I mean, I guess all a Ho-Oh Groudon team would really need is like Gastrodon and Rillaboom in order to like be a little better, I guess. But, or like, I mean, Sableye, give her a Sableye, like, you need to be able to beat Kyogre though, is the thing, so there's always something to think about, and I guess this team tries to be able to do that. We've got Nuzzle. Something I could have done is I could have gone for a fast Calyrex, as I generally find funny to do sometimes, and we could have relied on Nuzzle as speed moderation to make Calyrex faster than things, but now I'm just riffing. Okay. So, ultimately, I don't know what I was thinking when I built this team. I was thinking that maybe Ho-Oh could go well with Calyrex the same way Reshiram does. But I mean, not exactly, but like, you get what I'm saying. I did have to put quite a bit of special attack investment in this special Ho-Oh in order to make sure that Life Orb Flamethrower will OHKO a Zacian. So, that's the kind of thing you're dealing with when you run special Ho-Oh, but, we should also be able to KO Incineroars with Max Rockfall, like, unless they're really special defensive. So we've got that. We've got the Trick Room, we got the Will-O-Wisp, we've got Wood Hammer on this Mimikyu instead of Play Rough. We'll see how that goes. I'm always open to changing things if I need. And, we can also try to trick them into thinking that we don't have weakness policy on this Calyrex Horns, which we do. But we also have a Moltres, which is not shiny, unfortunately. I just didn't have my shiny one ready, and I figured, we'll just use the Moltres, the Rampaging, or whatever it is, from Giga. So, shoutouts to Giga, as always. Me and Giga got to be as boys at NAIC, and it was a good time, I was like, yes, I'm ready to use this thing. Okay. So yeah, we're not doing great. I tried filming with the Trick Room team, and I lost 2 matches in a row because I like made bad Pokemon bringing choices, and then I tried playing with the Regigigas, and I like won 2, lost 3, I think, or something like that. But they were like, maybe I won 3, lost 2, or I don't know what happened, because those other wins have to come from somewhere, put it that way. Okay, well, this will be fun, I guess. I think the question is, like, what should I do, right? Something I could do is lead, like, Raichu Ho-Oh. I could lead Raichu Ho-Oh. I mean, all things considered, if I play too quickly, I'm gonna lose anyways, you know what I mean? Which is kind of unfortunate. Raichu, Ho-Oh with Moltres and Mimikyu. Can I win with that? Like, I kinda, not really, I mean. I have the tools, I just have no clue how to execute it, I think is the problem. Because, like, it's super dependent on what they do. The reason that I wanted to bring Mimikyu was because it has Will-O-Wisp. I just don't know what to do here. If I was them, I would consider not I would consider not setting Trick Room and just Dynamaxing Reshiram or something. Like, okay. Well, I mean, I feel like I generally started, like, what I would like to start. I want to Rockfall the Incin right now to see how much damage it does. I just don't see them letting me get away with, like, just destroying Calyrex. Like, if anything, they might just Dynamax Calyrex, which is very possible. But I highly doubt that they won't protect it this turn. Yeah. So let's see what happens here. I mean, that's smart. You gotta give them that. I mean, if anything, I would have liked to maybe nuzzle them this turn. I think nuzzle would have been great, but they are gonna fake out my Raichu, which is, you know, it's smart. Let's Rock Ball. Let's see what happens. Not a KO. Okay, that's unfortunate. Because maybe if I had faked out their Incin, then the fake out plus the tick damage could do it. They will go after Raichu. They do get a KO. They might have Safety Goggles Incin. I would imagine that would make sense on this team. They Chilling Nay. Yeah, I mean, I probably could have faked out that slot. Okay, so what's my best course of action here? I like Moltres late game, but at the same time, it's like, what is Moltres really gonna do for me? So what do we expect them to have in the back? Probably that thing that's... No, that's Incineroar. I'm thinking maybe P2 and Reshiram, right? So we should probably protect and maybe like just like Max Flare the Incin. I don't know. Like, does the Max Flare really get me anything? Not if they switch in Reshiram. They switch in Regieleki. Okay. Let's hope it's not Sash. Cool. Big yikels. That is a big yikels. We got a 10-4 yikels over here. So let's see. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do. I do want to switch into Moltres actually. It just kind of feels like a really blah play, I guess. Because then we're just gonna have to set off the weakness policy. I mean, we're not gonna have a choice really. That could have been like a big throw from them, couldn't it? I mean, I wouldn't like say it'd be like a throw, but at the same time, like, my guy, do you really want it to come down to that? Like, no, I mean, all things considered, like, if I had just gone for it, I think I would be in a little bit of a better position. Yeah. So, what can I do here? I also am realizing now that I didn't EV train correctly. I want to snarl, I just don't want to set off their weakness policy. I think I'm going to Fiery Wrath, and I'm going to... Crap. That was such a bad play. They get a crit. That's so mean. Because that crit completely, like, nullifies what I'm trying to do, right? What I want to do, obviously, is, Flamethrower and Fiery Wrath. And just, like, hope that it can do enough, I guess. Like, it shouldn't... I don't really know if it's going to do enough. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I'm more hopeful. Okay. If I win this, like... Yeah. Oh, God. I'm definitely clicking recover, and I'm definitely clicking snarl. I mean, they could have switched out that turn. That was really their only... You would, my guy. Okay. I'm still gonna click Snarl, but this time I'm gonna click Ancient Power, and let's see if they cancel. Look at these beautiful birds, just flapping, flapping and flapping. Oh god, we have fun. I mean, you gotta admit. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're surprising people, that's what we're doing. Surprise! Hello. Okay. This is a cool team. It's definitely kind of scary. Realistically, I think we can still win with Trick Room. I'd like to say. Let's try starting Mimikyu and Raichu. We could start Rillaboom Mimikyu, but I like Raichu more. With Calyrex and Ho-Oh. I mean, if we do that, we're not giving ourselves amazing answers to the melodic, actually, which I think is not exactly perfect. But we do have Mimikyu. I mean, I don't know. Let's just try. You know? You gotta do what you gotta do. I think starting Rillaboom made more sense. Like, starting Rillaboom over Raichu made sense, but they could easily, like, probably one-shot it with something. You know what I mean? So they will start Grim Rashi. That's pretty much why I didn't want to start, what's his name? Turbo Blaze, if I'm correct, goes through... Right? Turbo Blaze goes through, a thing. I still kind of want to fake out the Grim. Let's Trick Room, and let's fake out the Grim. If they can one-shot my guy, I mean, kudos to them. If it's Life Orb Reshi, I would say probably. And that's why I could have nuzzled them. but I didn't want them to be able to finish it with a Spirit Break. It looks like they were gonna do something, so. Hey. That's why you run Life Orb Brushy, my guy. Okay, so we've got the dimensions twisted, but what does it really get us right now? It's not like I wanna, like, just be, like, really risky and just do this, but I mean, at the same time, like, I could. I'm not gonna sit here and say I couldn't. I think what I want to do is I want to I probably should have nuzzled something. I'm gonna knock out my own Mimikyu, which is unfortunate. Or is it? Because what it does do is it gives me a free switch in, which at this point, I mean, I'm glad to accept. We can bring in Calyrex, and we can get our boosts up. I would say we can maybe even switch out Raichu right now. So I want to Quake the Reshiram just because of the damage, and I want to switch into Ho-Oh. I was gonna say I want to Quake Grimmsnarl, but then I was like, oh, well, I mean, it's super effective. It's critical. I wouldn't mind a critical hit. You know. I don't think we're in a winning position right now. I liked being able to actually get the switch in, if we're being honest. I thought that was nice. You can set the reflect, my boy, that's fine. I still want this special defense boost. We eat that. We eat that and we will dish it back out in full force. They do have probably a Lando Dringus in the back though, if we're being honest. So I would say my best play right now is to Hailstorm the Rushels and to, even though it's going to do less damage, I'm saying like this is the right thing to do. It covered for a switch out, that's all. Like, that's what it really did. It also doesn't afford them a double switch, which I don't know if that's good or bad, but I'll take it at this point. I think I would have benefited from actually just leaving the sun up for one turn and taking that KO. They do send out Melodic though, which is a little bit scary for me. I think I'm +3. They have a Reflect up. I still think this is the right thing to do. Okay, that was smart. Because if they bring out Zacian, they should just win, right? Especially if I'm getting a KO this turn. Because what I could have done, and probably should have done, is stopped them from getting a KO. Or, I mean, I should have stopped them from getting a free switch in so that I could just set Trick Room again and win. So I think I should lose now. Landorus. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been crazy if I had stopped them from getting the free switch in. I think we go for the... I mean, all things considered, I could just Glacial Lance right now. I could even Protect. I don't think it's necessarily the right thing to do. I want a Trick Room so bad. I just don't know if I can get away with it right now. If the Reflect wears off... Ooh, hey. Where'd you come from? Where'd you come from, little fella? We do know that, unfortunately, they probably both have Protect, though. So that makes my life more difficult. Okay, let me do some quick math here. So 130, 95. This is worth it. You know, sometimes it just be like that. A life orb melodic. Oh my god. If they had gone for the substitute Zacian, I would have been very upset. So, I think that's gonna be it for today, y'all. So, something that I wanted to... I mean, I'd love to make another video that's like 3 win streak with Ho-Oh and Calyrex Ice, but like, in reality, let's call this the KyoTD, okay? What's the most difficult Pokemon challenge you've ever done? Or let's call it, like, yeah, let's say most difficult. So, the thing is, obviously, there's challenges like participating in like a national competition, which is arguably the most challenging thing, right? Because of like the amount of very high level players that you get to play. But I was trying this Pokemon Unite challenge that is get 5 wins in a row in Pokemon Unite quick battles, which was, it's like the catch 'em style. And then, like, halfway through it, or, like, at least in the last day, they just switched it over to this, like, 3v3, you basically just win if you get the Regigigas style. I said that very quickly. But, yeah, so, I was trying in the Ketchum version, and I kept getting to 4 out of 5 wins, absolutely destroying people with Duraludon, by the way. Like, Duraludon the GOAT, and it's the next person that I'm buying. Even if it's bad in, like, regular battles, I want it, and I'm gonna use it, okay? Like, so, I'm gonna buy Duraludon once I get enough coins or whatever, because I don't want to put more money into the game, right? And, yeah, I just kept getting to 4 out of 5 wins, literally tried for, like, hours on end, just like, oh my god, this sucks. And then finally, last night, after it switched over the new format, which was arguably more difficult in my opinion, like the new 3 out of 3 format is way harder to get 5 out of 5 on than the Ketchum, because in the Ketchum, I had like a very solid game plan, just use Duraludon, be good, like, it was that simple. Set up a perimeter, destroy the Zapdos and stuff, like, you know, the Articuno. But in the new thing, it's literally just 3 versus 3. You just pick your side, and then if you don't get the Regigigas at the like 3-minute mark or whatever, you're gonna lose. And so I managed to get a 4 out of 5. Went to bed because I'm like, you know what? I'm just not gonna have another 4 out of 5 and then lose the 5th one. So I went out of bed. I went out of bed. You see how ridiculous it was? I went to bed, and then I woke up, you know, practiced one match with Charizard, and I was like, alright, Charizard got me this whole 4 out of 5, let's just do it. And we got a very commanding win in the one that I played this morning before filming that, and I was like, hey, you know what, like, that's a 5 out of 5, I finally did it for the stupid background. Was it worth it? I don't know, but it felt good to actually finally accomplish it after failing to accomplish it for the whole time and not being able to get anyone to help. So it was all me. Well, I did get this one homie to help me get to a 4 out of 5, but then, you know, during the Ketchum thing, but then we lost by like 15 points and it was sad. So, yeah, that's a 2 out of 2 with Ho-Oh. Very close games. I played as well as I need to. So, as boys. And, yeah. Have a good one, y'all. Happy July 3rd. We'll see what happens tomorrow on July 4th. Yeah. Peace out.